Guys, hey, we need to talk. How's it going, guys? This is ZoDaCritic, and today we are going to review the movie known as Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. So we got a few things to consider here today, such as the story, the animation, the characters, the voice acting, and, well, the conclusion as well. And by the end of the video, I'm going to give my rating on the Zo scale that ranges from A, well enough, to B, not good, not bad either, C, needs work, D, did poorly, E, what the heck did I just watch, and F, don't even waste your time. Enough chit chat, let's get to the basic start of the story. Okay, so what I have here, guys, is a script because the story was just not going to come to me naturally. I had trouble remembering. So if I'm looking down, I got the script in my hands. Anyway, the Shogun was coming in a few days, and Ikachu was trying to get things ready for his arrival when he noticed the eyesore known as Kakamucho. He wanted to destroy it, so everything would be perfect. Ikachu sends bandits to rid Kakamucho of all the people to destroy it. When the ninjas come, the samurai of Kakamucho is quick to flee. After that, the people of Kakamucho come to the agreement that they need a new samurai. The shogun is contacted about this and leaves it to Ikachu to pick the new samurai. Hank, the dog, is about to be executed for coming to the place where the cats are, because it's illegal. Ikachu picks Hank to be samurai after overhearing him say he wants to be a samurai. Ikachu thought this was perfect, because the people of Kakamucho would kill him for being a dog. Hank is sent on his way to Kakamucho. When he arrives, they try to kill him. Emiko reads paper that confirms him to be a samurai. Thus meaning they can't kill him, because he's a samurai, and it's illegal to kill a samurai there. Hank doesn't actually know how to be a samurai. Hank meets Jimbo, an ex-samurai. Hank shows Jimbo his flashback story about why he wants to be a samurai. After some slight convincing from Emiko, Jimbo decides to sign a contract, making Hank his student. After a montage of failure, Hank questions if Jimbo was actually a samurai. Jimbo shows he was a samurai by making pizza. That sounds pretty ridiculous, but guys, that is what happened. Hank wonders why he steps down after that. Jimbo ruined his friend's birthday party because he thought it was an ambush. Jimbo starts to teach Hank how to be a samurai, the dog way, after realizing teaching him the cat way wasn't working. Hank starts to get it. Ikachu comes to realize that the bandits weren't enough, so he sends a sumo instead. The sumo is doing a good job at first, until Jimbo uses his weakness against him. Then Hank pulls at the sumo, resulting in the sumo's defeat. The people of Kakamucho finally give Hank respect. Ikachu hears of the sumo's defeat and decides to take matters into his own hands. Ikachu invites Hank to a party. Jimbo strongly advises against it, but Hank ultimately winds up going. While Hank is partying, meanwhile, Kakamucho is under attack with no samurai to protect them. Everyone loses trust in Hank. The sumo who they befriended after his defeat gets taken by the bandits. Jimbo goes to save him while Hank leaves Kakamucho. Hank sees an origami figure of himself, which Emiko made, and then Hank decides to go help Jimbo in saving Sumo. They free Sumo from the cell. In doing so, they draw a lot of attention to themselves. Hank and Sumo leave Jimbo behind unwillingly, thinking he got killed. They head back to Kakamucho, only to find that Ikachu left posters that they were gonna get attacked. Hank and the people of Kakamucho band together to take the army down. When the army gets to Kakamucho, they realize they've been set up. Hank sets an arrow on fire, then blows them up with TNT. Hank and the people of Kakamucho attack the army. The shogun shows up and wonders what's going on. Ikachu tells the shogun to arrest Hank. Ikachu's dim-witted sidekick, Oga, is about to kill Hank when Jimbo shows up to defend him. Jimbo recognizes the Shogun to be his friend, whose party he ruined, and he tells him he's ashamed. The Shogun brushes it off as it was his best birthday. Oga exposes Ikachu's actions. Ikachu then begins to run while Hank follows. Hank and Ikachu have a showdown on a toilet, which ultimately results in Ikachu's demise. That sounds ridiculous, but it did happen. It happened, man. I mean, the toilet overflows. Kakamucho is in danger of being flooded. Everyone bands together for one last time to dig a trench for the water to go in. Kins didn't make it out of the trench in time, so everyone had to save them. The Shogun tries to make Jimbo the samurai. Jimbo soon corrects him, saying Kakamucho already has a samurai, referring to Hank. Everyone agrees. The Shogun then tries to give Hank a sword. Hank doesn't accept the sword because of his oath to be a better samurai. Last page. Hank then gives Emiko the sword for having been proven to be worthy of it earlier in the film, which I did not mention because this is just a quick summary, not doing all the detail or anything. Emiko accepts the position of samurai, then rides off with the Shogun. Jimbo proceeds to train Hank by beating him mercilessly with a stick. That was the basic story, guys. I'll give my thoughts on it. It was a little weird. There was just something off about it. It just felt like the whole thing was rather fast-paced. Like, you know, it moves by quick, like, and they were very conscious about the timing. Like, the character's like, oh, we got this amount time left. Literally, that's what they said. We still got a few minutes or whatever, something like that. And it just went by pretty quick, or the story felt like it went by quick, but it felt like the movie took forever. I was just like, I want this to be over. Why won't it end? And it just kept going on and on. I was like, okay, it's almost over. They're gonna get the sumo back and everything's gonna be okay. But no, about like 30 minutes left. I'm like, so yeah, the story was kind of weak. It was okay, not the best, that's for sure. Next, we are going to evaluate the animation. Oh boy, the character designs. Well, I just say the animation was not the best either. Not like top tier stuff, at least. It wasn't that bad either, but I just didn't like the character designs. A lot of them. It's like if they're like big eyes, and well, a lot of them were cats, but I don't know. There's just something about the characters. I just didn't really like their designs. Like the big eyes and the big ears on the cats. It's like I wasn't a huge fan, but maybe the background had some good animation. Like I wasn't paying full attention to that, but when I did, it looked pretty good, pretty decent. But the characters, I'm not a huge fan of their design. Next up, we got characters to review. Let's start with Ikachu. Ikachu is like the villain of the story, you know? Wants to get rid of Kakamucho, so it'll be pretty. And he goes out of his way, or tries to be secret about it, like destroying places. He does it secretly. I mean, I guess he does an okay job at being a villain. Again, not the greatest. And then let's go with, he has a dim-witted sidekick. He's not a huge character, but he's there. Oga says a few things. He's just more like the dim-witted sidekick, and he like Ikachu like says he's dumb and stuff, and then Oga rats him out like toward the end of the film. So he did that. He got that going for him. And let's go with Hank next. Hank just really wants to be a samurai. He has a sad backstory of why he wants to be, and then he like gets proud and like he fails, but then kind of gets better as a character, I guess, like with some character development, like I don't know, after the party, he kind of learned, and he came back, and he really stuck to it, I guess. Determination. Jimbo, fell on hard times. He had, like, what, catnip or whatever he'd, like, have, and he's just, like, the general teacher, like, I guess Wise is, like, teaching him. Okay, I guess. Emiko, or whatever, however you pronounce her name, she's like, is small, but has like hidden samurai potential, and that's basically what happens. It's shown throughout the film that she's got what it takes, and I kind of had a feeling, I think, that she would wind up being samurai, and, let me think, what are the characters were? That was pretty much the main characters, I think. Oh, the sumo. He was tough at first, but then he got defeated, and then they doctored him, I guess, treated him or whatever. The town doctor treated him, so then he befriended Hank, and he just became, like, big and innocent. Strong, I guess, but I don't really know how to describe his character. Slow. Not like dumb slow though, but again, don't know how to describe it. It's just that's pretty much the main characters. So let's get on to the next segment. And last but not least, we got voice acting. They did pretty okay with the voice acting. I'm not really sure how to determine, like, what's a great voice actor, or, like, who's a great voice actor, any of that thing, but, not too bad. I mean, I'd probably say they didn't do good if they had, like, an annoying voice or something, but I don't think I thought any of them were annoying, except for maybe, well, not annoying, but the sumo, I didn't really care for his voice. I don't know. Sounded a bit weird, but yeah, it was okay to say the least. And now it's time to come to the conclusion of the rating of this movie. So, story is a bit wonky, needs some work. The animation is pretty good, but the character designs didn't like that a whole lot, and characters, their personalities, I guess it suited them, and they were pretty okay. And the voice acting, didn't really know how to determine that, but they did pretty good, I guess. And so we'll come to the conclusion. I'm going to give this film a B. Not good, not bad either, because I just did not like sitting through it, and it kind of bored me after a while. I was like, why won't it end? And also, as for the humor, it was a bit weird. I'm not surprised. Like, a giant toilet. This was like a Nickelodeon movie, so this stuff's to be expected. And that's my review of Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked this video. And leave the comments below of what you think of the movie, or whatever other movie you want me to review. Until next time. Disclaimer, guys, I'm not actually a critic, so whatever I say is just my general feelings on how I feel about the film, and if you enjoy the film, that's great. We all got our opinions.